Questions for the Reformed, the Tulip, and the Calvin people. I already posed this head scratcher, but I'm going to add to it. Why would God use, hey, I chose a beginning, I declared it from the beginning and from ancient times. Well, time to us assumes in time, and beginning implies that there was a beginning of something, and this implies a beginning of something in time. Yet, if God's decree, his decree of all that comes to pass whatsoever, is eternal and always eternal because he's immutable, unchangeable, and he's eternal, why does God use the word beginning? Well, that got me thinking and got me reading Isaiah 46, which is a short chapter, 13 verses. Again, you can slow that down if you haven't seen part one and read some of those things. But this just dawned on me. You know, Isaiah's one book, Isaiah's one prophet. Isaiah might be telling two or three different, historical truths related to Israel, related to the Assyrians, Babylonia, all of those kinds of things. But if you'll notice a theme in Isaiah, notice the blue, Isaiah, 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 and I could have gotten 4 or 5 more from Isaiah. So here's the secondary questions. God says, speak up and present your case. Yes, let them take counsel together. Who foretold this long ago? Who announced it from ancient times? Well, there we go again. God announced something in ancient times. Was it not I, the Lord, that said something in ancient times? And didn't I say that there's no other God but me? If you read carefully, you'll see idolatry, making fake gods out of gold is right there in Isaiah 43 to 47. Point being that it sounds like God is staying in time. Isaiah is staying in time. It sounds like God declaring the end from the beginning. He's speaking directly to a people. I declared your beginning when I chose you, Deuteronomy 7, and I'm going to declare your end, which says, I'm going to save you. I'm going to bring righteousness to you or give you righteousness, Jesus, imputed righteousness, Romans 5:1, Romans 8:1, clothed with Christ, Colossians 3:10 through 13. So I'm going to impute righteousness on you. So God's declaring in time to Israel a beginning of them and what it's going to look like them from the end. Well, Jeremiah has the same sentiment. You observe correctly as Jeremiah is speaking to the Israelites, said the Lord, I've sent out my word doesn't fail, my word is true, my word never changes, my word is eternal, heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. All of your words are truth and they're stored in heaven. Psalm, I'm guessing 19, I can't remember the Psalm, but it's in Psalms many times. So what's the point? Well, my word that only you guys need, you guys humans, you guys Israel, you guys Christians, I will accomplish it. Oh, here it is. The Lord of hosts, as I've planned it. Okay. Now you guys may say, Calvinists may say, planned in eternity past. Fine. I agree with that. But he's talking to people in time. And we're reading scripture in time. And if God meant to say, no, I only have everything already planned and it's always been that way, he just doesn't say that. He doesn't use those words. So I don't think we can read into that text. Oh, here's something. I declare the beginning from the end. That means I am the Alpha. I'm the beginning of you. That's what you need to know so you can have hope in me, trust in me, faith in me. And I'll throw some goodies at you in the middle of the Bible. I'll throw you some prophecies and they will come true. So I'm the Alpha and the Omega. And then, of course, that's in Revelation. So that's the end of the book. That tells us everything that will happen in the end. Oh, I call forth generations. Well, when did you do that? Oh, when you started humanity, beginning of our humanity, beginning of Israel, Deuteronomy 7. I am your first, I am your last. I foretold you of former things so that when they happen, You'll believe me. Here, this is interesting. At least 3 times in the book of John alone, Jesus says to his disciples, look, the only reason I'm telling you this now is so that you'll be shocked into believing me. You'll absolutely be flabbergasted. You will know without a shadow of a doubt, I am God incarnate. I am the holy chosen one. I could not tell you this if I wasn't. So when I'm lifted up, when I raise back to life, I'm telling you before it comes to pass so that you will believe that I am he. So the head scratchers abound. Head scratcher is, could this beginning, going back to the main verse that lots of Calvinist Reformed tulip people use, does this really mean every dust particle for all time and nothing ever will ever happen? When God drops from the storehouse his snowflakes, he knows what they look like, and yeah, he knows where they're going to land. But does he really control where they land? Does he occasionally throw an angel in there to flap the wings and make more snow fall here than there? Well, that happened in the middle central, I can't remember what it's called, doesn't matter. So, since there was a beginning of humanity and a beginning of Israel, and there was a beginning of sin, and then there'll be an end with a new heavens, new earth, does this really mean all things meticulously for all time, never to be otherwise? Head scratchers abound.